En este video verán las palabras más importantes del inglés que la gran mayoría de personas pronuncian mal. Ahora, personajes anglosajones como el presidente Obama, su esposa Michelle, los nativos reconocidos mundialmente como Steve Jobs de Apple y Bill Gates de Microsoft, cantantes americanos y destacados científicos británicos y norteamericanos, confirmarán sus errores básicos de pronunciación. Ustedes mismos podrán comparar esta pronunciación con la forma que les han enseñado anteriormente. Iniciamos con la palabra am, que en español significa soy. La pronuncian an. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Entonces, lo correcto es an. Escuchemos a estos cantantes con an.
Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am.
Can you please tell us what your name is?
I am Sean Miley Moore.
I am 12 years old.
I am the last one to do it.
And I'm singing a cover of a song by Robin.
I am tainted. Who I am with you. Who I am with you is who I really wanna be.
This is who I am, who I am. This is who I am, who I am. This is who I am, who I am. This is who I am, who I am.
Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con an.
A few nights ago, everybody was reminded just what a lucky man I am. I mean, if you're sick of hearing me approve this message, believe me, so am I.
La siguiente palabra an, que en español significa y, la pronuncian an. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es an. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con an.
Energy, education, national security, and the deficit. Because we work harder and smarter than anyone else, we can help big factories and small businesses double their exports. Yes, we will reform and strengthen Medicare for the long haul.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación an.
5 times that number may still await discovery, and each is unique from any other. More than 9,000 species of birds have been identified in the world, and nearly all of them can fly.
And, this is the critical point, you can't invoke a designer. No intelligence involved.
Everywhere we look, we see purpose, and we see design, and yet we're told over and over.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con an.
You're turning me on, and my fire's waiting for your spark. Madness, heaven, sin, saw you there, and I thought, oh my.
She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. It's always been inside of you, and now it's time to let it through.
La siguiente palabra, that, que en español significa eso, la pronuncian that. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es that. Escuchemos ahora en estos documentales de la BBC la pronunciación that.
At its center lay a palace. It is here that the Buddha's story begins.
Some kind of vibration of complete peace, non-violence. I think that must be there.
And indeed, the inscription itself depicts that this is where the Buddha, the enlightened one, was born.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación that.
Everyone said, no, that won't work. You can't clone one species using the egg from another.
Bob doesn't see it that way. It's estimated that humanity today generates more data in 2 days.
Preserve that brain at our death. then that information that makes us
The resolution is so high that we cannot only see the connections between neurons, but as technology gets cheaper, that could change.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con That.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Never knew that it could mean so much. Is it true that you want it? But every minute that I'm with you. So if that's what you're into,
That you are worthy. I want that red velvet. I want that sugar sweet.
La siguiente palabra, have, que en español significa tengo, la pronuncian have. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es have. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con have.
And now you have a choice. Well, I have, and I will. Only you have the power to move us forward. Not because I think I have all the answers.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación have.
As long as human beings have walked the earth, their eyes and hearts have turned to the skies.
They have to have the instincts necessary to be able to do this.
Maybe we'll never have all the answers, and that's all right with me.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos Bill Gates, Steve Jobs y Steve Wozniak, el creador de Apple. La pronunciación have.
By the people who knew him best.
I'd give a lot to have Steve's taste. There would have been computers and there would have been personal computers, but we probably wouldn't have the kind of wonderful, empowering things that people fall into.
Could you possibly have this someday? Could you possibly have that someday?
Apple to win, Microsoft has to lose. And it was clear that you didn't have to play that game because Apple wasn't going to beat Microsoft. Apple didn't have to beat Microsoft. Apple had to remember who Apple was.
We each have a genetic blueprint, one that science can now read.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con have.
Baby, I have no story to be told. You don't have to feel like a wasted space.
you have arrived, it's the place. No more doubts, the time is coming. Don't have a dirty mind, just be a classy guy.
La siguiente palabra, has, que significa tengo para terceras personas, la pronuncian has. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es has. Escuchemos ahora a los famosos Bill Gates, Steve Jobs y Steve Wozniak, el creador de Apple. La pronunciación has.
Reed College has one of the best calligraphy courses in the U.S.
I'd give a lot to have Steve's taste. He has natural, not a joke at all.
Before iTunes, Steve Jobs has been a part of music because every major studio has a Mac computer in it.
There's one thing on which everyone agrees. Steve Jobs left a legacy that has changed the world.
Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con has.
The strongest economy the world has ever known. For the first time in a generation, nearly every state has answered our call. We will sustain the strongest military the world has ever known. No party has a monopoly on wisdom.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación has.
The moment has arrived.
This view of biology has given rise to several theories.
There's a reason why a rule like that has to be imposed, because if it isn't, you're going to see that it's designed.
No, and here's the problem. Natural selection is blind and unguided. It has no sense of direction, no sense of...
La siguiente palabra, can, que en español significa puedo. La pronuncian can. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es can. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con can.
But know this, America. Our problems can be solved. Our challenges can be met. We can meet that goal together. You can choose that future for America. It's about what can be done by us.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos Bill Gates, Steve Jobs y Steve Wozniak, el creador de Apple. La pronunciación, can.
It's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación, can.
Some scientists believe we can tap into our subconscious if our inner mind can be our medicine.
What can you say? Words can't do it justice.
A showcase of behaviors that can surprise.
One feather can contain 1 million individual parts.
Birds also depend upon navigational systems that can track the sun.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con can.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. And I might never be the one who brings you flowers, but I can be the one tonight.
Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Everyone watching, it's truth or dare, can you feel it? But I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. Your mind is going places I can feel it. New money, suit and tie, I can read you like a magazine.
Reglas de pronunciación. En inglés existe una regla de pronunciación que dice que cuando hay dos vocales unidas en una palabra, en la mayoría de los casos se elimina la segunda. La siguiente palabra, your, que en español significa suyo, la pronuncian your. Como aprendimos que la segunda vocal se elimina, por eso lo correcto sería your. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con your.
They want your vote, but they don't want you to know their plan. If you give up on the idea that your voice can make a difference, if you share that hope with me, I ask you tonight for your vote.
Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con your.
We will always have your back. All you have to guide you are your values and your vision.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con your.
Think of me in the depths of your despair. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burn.
Sunday, you went home alone. There were tears in your eyes. I called your cell phone, my love, but you did not reply. When your lips were on my lips,
open up your heart and just let it begin. Open up your heart.
Pronunciación de la letra O en inglés. La letra O en inglés se pronuncian de 4 diferentes maneras, pero en la gran mayoría se pronuncia como A. Ustedes confirmarán todo esto con estas palabras básicas que todos hemos memorizado. Esta palabra out, que significa afuera, se pronuncia con la A. La siguiente, down, que significa abajo, se pronuncia con la letra A también. La siguiente, now, que significa ahora, se pronuncia con la A también. La siguiente, how, que significa cómo, se pronuncia con la A también. Desafortunadamente ustedes no lo sabían porque en ningún manual del sistema educativo aparecen reglas de pronunciación y tampoco las conocen los docentes en Colombia. La siguiente palabra, money, que en español significa dinero, la pronuncian money. Como aprendimos que la letra O se pronuncia como A, aquí verán más pruebas. Lo correcto es money. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con money.
The truth gets buried under an avalanche of money and advertising. no matter how old they are or how much money they have. No family should have to set aside a college acceptance letter because they don't have the money. And while my opponent would spend more money on military hardware, I will use the money we're no longer spending on war.
Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con Money.
In the way money or material possessions were promoted up the ladder ahead of her, earning more and more money. Because for Barack, success isn't about how much money you make.
Ahora vemos la palabra dólar. La pronuncian dólar. Como aprendimos que la letra O se pronuncia como A, aquí verán más pruebas. Lo correcto es dólar. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con dólar.
They wasted billions of taxpayer dollars on banks and lenders. Because after 2 wars that have cost us thousands of lives and over $1 trillion, and last summer I worked with Republicans in Congress to cut $1 billion in spending. We'll do it by reducing the cost of health care. Not by asking seniors to pay thousands of dollars more.
La siguiente palabra, family, que en español significa familia, la pronuncian family. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es family. Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con family.
We are so grateful for your family's service and sacrifice. My family, especially our girls. But see, when Barack started telling me about his family, while Barack's family continued to scrape by. And jobs you can raise a family on, good job. Because Barack knows what it means when a family struggles.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación family.
The family is the backbone of our society. But what is a family?
You get a nuclear family, and that's very different from the chimpanzee.
Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con family.
We believe that when a family can no longer be tricked into signing a mortgage they can't afford, that family is protected, but so is the value of other people's homes. While living with her family at a homeless shelter, the family business in Warroad, Minnesota.
Escuchemos ahora en estos documentales de la BBC la pronunciación family.
Siddhartha knew he had to leave his family to seek answers to the questions that tormented him.
A true gentleman is not somebody who's born into a particular family, but somebody who behaves properly.
After 8 years, he went back to the palace and the family he'd abandoned. The Buddha was to abandon his family again.
La siguiente palabra, parents, que en español significa padres, la pronuncian parents. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es parents. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con parents.
My grandparents were given the chance to go to college. Principals must lead. Parents must instill a thirst for learning and borrow money from your parents.
Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con parents.
And if our parents and grandparents could toil, our grandparents should be able to afford their medicine.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos. La pronunciación parents.
And who their parents can be. So wouldn't it be better if we could have more than 2 parents? Genetically speaking, the child would have 3 parents. Our children may someday have 1 or 2 parents that raised them, and many more parents that made them.
La siguiente palabra, mother, que en español significa madre, la pronuncian mother. Como aprendimos que la letra O se pronuncia como A, aquí verán más pruebas. Lo correcto es mother. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con mother.
The values that drove my grandmother to work on a bomber assembly line while he was gone. For I've held in my arms the mothers and fathers of those who didn't return.
Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con mother.
Like any mother, I was worried about what it would mean for our girls. Barack's grandmother started out as a secretary at a community bank, just like his grandmother. He just keeps getting up and moving forward. We get there because of folks like my dad, folks like Barack's grandmother.
But his mother fell ill after giving birth and died a few days later.
La siguiente palabra, happy, que en español significa feliz, la pronuncian happy. Como sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés, lo correcto es happy. Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación happy.
So it's not that people who are happy don't respond to adversity.
What made us happy before we had video games? What made us happy before cars and electricity?
The first question is, what do you want?
I don't know. To be happy? To be happy.
I want the American dream. I want to be happy.
And it gives yourself a fulfilled, happy life. Perfect, no?
These are the things that make us happy. And they're free.
We're more than happy to talk about everything they think is wrong with America.
Escuchemos ahora a estos famosos jurados nativos y los diversos concursantes del reality internacional X Factor. La pronunciación happy.
And it's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without. You're happy without me.
Apart from I'm so happy that you came on this show.
If it makes you feel happy and great, then do it.
La siguiente palabra, bad, que en español significa mal, la pronuncian bad. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es bed. Sí, se pronuncia igual que la palabra cama, pero se identifica con el contexto. Escuchemos ahora en estos documentales de la BBC la pronunciación bad.
Well, both passion or lust and aversion, which is equally bad, does not become an outcast by birth, one becomes an outcast by living badly.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación bad.
And according to Jenny, it's bad news.
It just stays in a little bundle. And this is a bad thing for the Y chromosome because if there are mistakes and errors and mutations, that's too bad.
I'm always surprised how many people, I get bad calls about that.
If we've got bad soil, then a plant just simply won't grow.
Just planting a seed from a pot of bad soil to a pot of healthy soil is one thing.
And if it's preventing disease, surely that's a good thing rather than a bad thing.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con bad.
I'll take your bad days with your good. He's so tall and handsome as hell. He's so bad, but he does it so well.
La siguiente palabra, through, que en español significa a través, la pronuncian through. Otra de las reglas de inglés dice que cuando aparece UGH en cualquier palabra se queda muda. Lo correcto es true. Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con through.
After all we've been through the hard and frustrating but necessary work.
Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación through.
Through meditation, Herbert observed that the monks were able to raise the temperature of their skin.
We can't help but look at the world through the frames of what we already know.
And it's a lot safer than riding your bike through rush hour traffic. He's genetically engineered them to reproduce only through sex. Renee is halfway through the process of activating the instructions inside the Y chromosome.
La siguiente palabra, country, que en español significa país, la pronuncian country. Como aprendimos que la letra O se pronuncia como A, aquí verán más pruebas. Lo correcto es country. Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con country.
All the way across the country, and he wants everyone in this country. He knows that we all love our country. It is who we are as Americans. It is how this country was built.
Escuchemos ahora a estos documentales británicos de la BBC, la pronunciación country.
At the time the British colonized India, the country of the Buddha's birth, on his first trip, Siddhartha went out into the country.
And Sri Lanka has therefore been a Buddhist country from that day to this. And in country after country, we know over many centuries.
Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con country.
If you believe in a country where everyone gets a fair shot, I'm asking you to rally around a set of goals for your country. Some of the worst schools in the country have made real gains in math and reading. You know what? That's not who we are. That's not what this country's about. We'll no longer be deported from the only country she's ever called home.
La siguiente palabra, exactly, que en español significa exactamente, la pronuncian exactly. Todos sabemos que la letra A es E en inglés. Lo correcto es exactly. Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación exactly.
Female C. elegans are not exactly female.
And I think that most scientists would feel exactly the same way.
It's still unknown exactly how the monks achieved this inner fire.
Knowing exactly what Lincoln meant.
La siguiente palabra, could, que en español significa podría, la pronuncian could. Lo correcto es could. Escuchemos ahora a los famosos científicos británicos y norteamericanos la pronunciación could.
We could all become smarter, healthier, and more creative. But could that hidden brain power do even more?
Escuchemos ahora en estos documentales británicos de la BBC la pronunciación could.
He asked China if anyone could become sick, to a state of tuneful harmony, enlightenment. But how could he achieve it? He could make any horror real in Siddhartha's mind.
Escuchemos ahora al presidente Obama con could.
A great teacher or a grant for college could become the next Steve Jobs.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con could.
The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it both. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road.
La siguiente palabra, heart, que en español significa corazón, la pronuncian heart. Lo correcto es heart. Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con heart.
I can honestly say that when it comes to his character and his convictions and his heart, my daughters are still the heart of my heart and the center of my world.
Their own home and fulfill the basic bargain at the heart of America's story. Citizenship, a word at the very heart of our founding.
They have the power to turn into any type of cell in the human body. Heart muscle, neurons, even lung cells.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con heart.
There's a fire starting in my heart. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow. I might never be the hand you put your heart in. Only you can set my heart on fire. So let me give your heart a break. Give your heart a break. Let me give your heart a break. Your heart. Maybe my heart could still fall less. Heart at 23.
La siguiente palabra, love, que en español significa amor, la pronuncian love. Como aprendimos que la letra O se pronuncia como A, lo correcto es love. Escuchemos ahora a Michelle Obama con love.
And I deeply loved the man I had built that life with. Their unconditional love, their unflinching sacrifice. Barack Obama is still the same man I fell in love with all those years ago. I love my husband even more than I did 4 years ago.
Michelle, I love you so much.
Escuchemos a estos cantantes con love.
Met you, you told me you never fall in love. I called your cell phone, my love, but you did not reply.
Out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
¿Cómo le pareció esta presentación? Asombroso, ¿verdad? Muchos colombianos cuando ven esta presentación por primera vez les dan ganas de llorar. Cuando se dan cuenta por fin por qué no entienden a los extranjeros, cuando les hablan o cuando ven películas sin subtítulos. Terrible al saber que han perdido prácticamente toda su vida estudiando inglés y todo el dinero que han perdido con las malas enseñanzas y peor, se han quedado con las mañas de la mala pronunciación que ahora tendrán que eliminar. Ahora imagínense lo que hemos presentado aquí. Son apenas unas fracciones de las palabras importantes que usamos diariamente cuando nos presentamos en prácticamente todas las ocasiones. Soy, tengo, puedo, mal, feliz, triste, tuyo y dinero, dólar, incluso hablando de nuestra familia y parientes, pronunciando todo a lo indio. Adicionalmente, en ningún curso de inglés en Colombia, incluso en institutos reconocidos, verán que te enseñan el uso correcto de los cientos de artículos que existen en inglés. ¿Alguna vez has escuchado cuando los gringos hablan sin artículos? Yo querer comer. Nos parece chistoso como si estuviéramos hablando como Tarzán. Ahora imagínese usted primero pronunciando mal todas estas palabras claves en una entrevista laboral importante y segundo, dirigiéndose a aquellos altos directivos que están entrevistándole en inglés sin el uso de los artículos cruciales. Ahora sí a ustedes, a la primera vez que vieron estos videos no les parece muy claro los errores, les recomendamos ver este video varias veces. Algunos errores son súper claros y los reconocerán enseguida, mientras otros les quedarán muy claros cuando lo ven la segunda o la tercera vez. Este video fue realizado para reforzar la pronunciación nativa. Después de ver a todos estos nativos científicos, cantantes, jurados, presidentes y creadores de la tecnología pronunciando todo bien claro, no creo que usted necesite más pruebas. Para más información, visita nuestra página web www.piensaeningles.com.co, en donde presentamos muchos materiales multimedial que aclararán mucho más sus dudas.